Okay, I have an original effect to share with you today. In fact, I'll first give you a basic routine that you can do right away, and then a more advanced routine that builds on the basic effect. Okay, as you can see, I have a black and red card of each of the three suits, well mixed here. So I'll go ahead and gather these up. Okay, I'm going to perform something called a Charlier shuffle. And I can link this in the description below. It's a great way to scramble the cards. Okay, now what I need you to do is choose random odd numbers between 1 and 5. And whatever numbers you give me, I'll work with those. Okay, 3? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to push over the top 3, flip them, and then do a random cut. What about now? 1? Okay, I'll flip the top. 1. What about now? 3 again. Okay, very good. Flip those. Random cut. What about now? 5? Okay, that's all but one of them. Oh, also, along the way, anytime along the way, we can flip the packet over and work from the other side. So just say, flip. I'll flip the whole packet. You want 3 again? 1, 2, 3. Flip. Okay, random cut. 1. Random cut. 3. Okay, flip the whole packet. Okay, very good. 1, just 1. Okay, random cut. What about now? 5. That's all but one of them. 3. Okay, very good. Flip the whole packet. Okay, maybe a couple more. 3 again. Okay, and random cut. 3. One more time. Okay, very good. Now, what you could do at this point, if you wanted to, is you take these cards and you just deal them left, right, left, right, left, right, and then bring out your written prediction. Okay, that would be one way to go. Now, we're going to build on this kind of basic routine by addressing the elephant in the room, namely even numbers. Because it's very possible the spectator will say, now wait a second, we've just been working with odd numbers. Aren't the even numbers feeling left out? You say, well, I guess they might be. So why don't you give me an even number between 1 and 6? 2? Okay, so 1, 2, and then I'll just move into what's called a Charlier. You want 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Move into a Charlier. Oh, I do want to point out, 6 isn't very exciting because what we would do is go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's like you've just reversed the cards. Also, you can flip the packet at any point. You want 2? 1, 2, flip, and then move into a Charlier. 2 again. 1, 2, flip, move into a Charlier. And then 4. Okay, 1, 2, move into a Charlier. Would you like to go back to any of the odd size flips? You want to do a flip 3? Okay, so push off 3, random cut. Okay, so are you content that the cards are beyond the knowledge of anyone? Especially considering that none of us could know what decisions you would have made with these different number of cards that we've been working with. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to deal out the cards into 2 piles, like so. And then I'm going to bring out my written prediction. Okay, so think about this. What could I possibly predict after all of those random choices by you? Well, let's just see. Okay, the prediction is you will separate the reds from the blacks. Ooh. Have we done that? Let's see. Red there. Oh, double. Oh, shoot. Okay, we got 2 blacks and a red. Look. Oh, we got 2 reds. That's good. And a black. Okay, so that didn't work out the way that I thought it would. What's that? Oh, wait. There's more to the prediction. But you will, in fact, fail, which we did. Instead, you will, what will we do instead? Separate the one-eyed face cards from the 2-eyed face cards. What in the world does that mean? One-eyed face cards from the 2-eyed face cards. What is it referring to? Oh, I just noticed for the first time, looks like it's a printing error. looks like the Queen of Spades got a black eye. Okay, that's not the point of it. I'm not sure how that got there. See, we have a two-eyed queen in the photo, two-eye, and then technically two-eye with a black eye. What about over here? Are these all one-eyed face cards? They are indeed. Whoa! How did we see the future? With all of those random free choices made by you from the very start. Whoa! How did we do that? Okay. I want to point out that I honestly did not know that the queen has something going on. It really looks like it's a flaw from the manufacturer. But anyway, that's not part of the routine. The queen of spades having a black eye there. Okay, so how does this work? Well, let me quickly show you what's going on with this. So I really recommend that you stick around for the tutorial because you'll clearly see why all of this works. Okay, so what I had was I had an alternating packet of face cards that have two eyes or one eye. So this might be a one-eyed face card, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so it's an alternating packet. It's a cyclic packet. Okay, well, since it's cyclic, you can randomly cut it at any location. Or more powerful, you can perform a Charlier shuffle, which is just equivalent to cutting the cards at some location. Okay, so it's still cyclic. That won't hurt anything. Okay, now this flip over an odd number is using a brand new principle on my channel. It's called the new Hummer principle, and it involves flipping odd number of cards instead of even. The traditional Hummer principle involves flipping an even number of cards, like 2, 4, 6, 8, with random cuts. The principle that I've shared with the world is where we flip an odd number of cards. Okay, so that's the principle I'm using. I'll link that in the description below. That gives you a very short series with a lot of wonderful demonstrations using this new Hummer principle. Okay, so what's happening here? Okay, by the way, what I've done to make it really easy for us is the red back cards are red on their faces, they're diamonds. The blue or black, let's say, back cards are black on their faces, they're spades. That will help us kind of see what's going on. Okay, well, look what's going to happen. If I push off 3 cards, which is odd, and then flip, don't I still have an alternating red, black, right? Red, black, red, black, red, black. We haven't changed the alternating relationship of these cards, okay? And then if you cut again, and maybe I flip 3 again, have we fundamentally changed the alternating nature of the packet? No, we haven't. So this is like black, red, black, red, black, red, okay? Or if you just flip 1, certainly that doesn't change the alternation of the colors. Or even, okay, I'll do a random cut, or even 5, right? That preserves cyclic packets, okay? There it is, it's still cyclic. So the idea is that if I were to now go left, right, left, right, left, right, all the, in this case, all the, quote, black cards would be over here on the left and the red on the right, okay? And the alternation in the performance was one-eyed face cards versus two-eyed face cards. Okay, so you could stop the performance right there. If you want to ramp it up, if the spectator says, what about even numbers? They're feeling left out. Then you can do something called a supercut, okay? And I'll add a link in the description below to a supercut. That was like the second kind of mixing. And I do want to point out that even though I limited myself to supercuts involving 2 and 4, 6, as you'll see, is boring, right? It doesn't do anything. But I limited myself to 2 and 4. In fact, you can do supercuts of any size. Okay, so I just limited it to 2 to balance out the odd numbers that we were working with, and now we'll work with even. Okay, and that will give it a sense of symmetry. But in fact, you can perform supercuts involving any number of cards being reverse counted. Okay, so what's a supercut? So this is where you count off like 1, 2. Now that's reverse the order from what they were, right? Okay, so let's go back again. So if you put this card here, it was on top, now it's going to be on the bottom in my hand. This one's now on top. But if you look at what I did with a supercut, you flip those so they're back to their original orientation, right? And then you just go into a Charlier, which won't change the alternating nature of these cards. It's still like red, blacks are out, okay? Or 1, 2, 3, 4, flip, and then just move into a Charlier. It hasn't hurt anything, right? Then 1, 2, moving to a Charlier, it's still alternating. Okay, and then as I mentioned, you could technically do like 3 for the supercut, like 1, 2, 3, flip, move into a Charlier. Okay, or a 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, flip, and then go like that. Okay, very good. So that's the secret there, the new Hummer principle, using odd numbers. And then the supercut, you can accommodate even numbers. And of course, packet flips don't change the fact that a packet of cards alternates. So you can do packet flips at any point. Okay, and then of course, when I deal these out into 2 piles, I will be grouping together what were in, like, let's say, even positions in the original packet from those in odd positions. And so over here, maybe I had 2-eyed face cards, and over here I had 1-eyed face cards. Okay, well, anyway, that's the secret. So I'll add a bunch of links in the description below to the Charlier Shuffle, the new Hummer principle involving odd values, and also the supercut. So thank you for watching, and take a look at other videos on the Absolute Math Magic channel.